In my first year working in the hospital, there was a guy who ended up staying for about, I want to say 7 months. It actually felt longer, but let me say 7 months. And he was there for, it felt like forever. He was there forever. And for the whole 7 months that he was there, not a single person came to visit him. Now we have visitation every day and twice on the weekend. Not a single person. Just imagine 7 months being stuck in this hospital and not a single person. And sometimes, a lot of the times, he would get on the phone, right, and pretend to be talking to somebody. And we knew he was not talking to anybody after a while, because during groups, when we had group therapy, we would cut off the phone so that the patients would go and join group. And he would still be on the phone as if he's talking to somebody. Then we realized that he's not been talking to anybody this whole time. And to me, that was one of the saddest things to watch. For a person to be stuck in a place like that and there is not a single person to even come and check on him. We could have been abusing him and nobody would have known, and nobody would have been available to advocate for him. And to me, that was a big reality check, because one of the saddest things I believe anybody can say, how somebody can say, I don't have any money, I don't have a job, I don't have a place to live, I don't have a car to go to work. People can say all these things that they don't have. I believe one of the saddest things, in fact, that which is sadder than any of these things, is I don't have anybody. Whenever you meet somebody and they make this statement and they are not being facetious, or they are not over exaggerating, and they really don't have anybody, there is not an emergency contact, there is not somebody you can call on their behalf, there is not somebody you can reach out to come and look after them. And it's one of the saddest things when you reach a certain stage in life and you don't have anybody. And sometimes, yes, there is the reality that some of us were born into terrible families where we had to separate from them even for our own sanity. And I understand that people have been born into situations that it makes sense to even separate yourself from people. But when you get to a certain stage and you don't have anybody and you can say that statement confidently, it's not a good look on you, because it means that you have not sustained the intelligence to draw certain people into your life. And this trend where we are so quick to cut off from people because somebody did not come to your bar mitzvah, or somebody did not wish you a happy birthday, or somebody did not like my post on Facebook, all these trivial reasons that we stand on to cut off from people, just shows that we really don't value human beings. We really don't value people. So at a certain stage in your life, when you realize that you don't have anybody, it's a terrible thing to say. So you're telling me there's no neighbor that you've connected with, there is no classmate that you connected with, there is nobody from your job that you connected with, from all the times growing up in going to different schools, there is nobody you connected with who have your interest at heart. It's not a good look. There are so many things that I learned very late in life, but there are certain things, and I don't know who taught me this, but I learned them very early. I've kept certain people in my life going back all the way to my primary school days, going back to IBT, when I was in IBT, in Accra, in Ghana, Belfort, secondary school, DAS, in America. Every job I've stopped at to work at, in Walmart, in a new place, Atrium Health. I've kept, how people go people go on vacations around the world and they collect souvenirs from every nation they stop at. I've literally collected the best of people from everywhere I've stopped at in life. Everywhere God has allowed me to spend a significant amount of time, I've collected people like I collect souvenirs, and they are still in my life. And I believe that's been one of my greatest gifts in life. These men have become valuable in my life, and the Lord has taught me the intelligence to keep certain people in my life. I remember when I started working in the hospital, there was a guy, he's still there now. I think first Christmas of working together, I went out and I bought him a pair of dress shoes. I've never done that for anybody, but I realized that this is a valuable man and I'm going to keep this man in my life, even beyond working together. There's another guy who passed away, God bless his soul, Michael Morrison. Our first Christmas working together, I went and bought him a wristwatch because I said, this man is so intelligent. He knew so many things. He's the reason why I got into stock market. Even now that he's passed, I still keep in contact with his father. I spent some time with his dad, old guy, He taught me about life insurance, and I'm like, all of these people have become a blessing in my life because I've sustained the intelligence to keep people in my life. You have to. Don't make people too expendable. People make mistakes. People fall short. Don't make people too expendable. You are not the greatest thing in the world. Don't have everybody around you walking on eggshells because you are so quick to block everybody and you are so quick to disengage from people, and you actually take pride in that. And when you get to a certain point and your story is, I don't have anybody, know that it's not a good look. Be intentional. Yes, there are terrible people in this world. Yeah, there are men that if you bring in your life, they will steal your wife. There are women that if you bring into your home, they will destroy your household. But I'm saying that, take this word from Numbers chapter 1 verse 5, where God tells Moses, these are the list of the names of the men who will stand with you. Anything that you have been called to do in this life, there are people that if you have the intelligence to connect with, it makes life easier. You have to see the value of people beyond the space in which you engage with them. That means that the co-worker that you work with is a mother, he's a father, he is a husband, he could be a pastor, whatever it is. There are people who are even more valuable outside of the work that they do. Like treasure, look for people and the value that they carry and take them with you. When you leave the job, take them with you. When you graduate from that school, take that person with you. When you move out of that neighborhood, keep in contact with that person because they are valuable. People are valuable. I'm telling you, we are living in the age of technology and AI is taking over now, but it's 2025 and last I checked, human beings are still the most valuable thing on this stock market. Human beings, people, ticker symbol MEN, is still the most valuable thing on the stock market. And I pray that you sustain the wisdom to find right people, develop the intelligence on how to draw them into your life, and develop the humility to keep them in your life. Don't be too quick to cut off from people. It's not going to work out in your favor. Believe me. God bless you.